examples. We're going to look at them. Sometimes you're going to have integers that are the exact same. So let's take a look here. Notice I have a -3 here, and you're going to add a -3. So here I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 for my -3. I'm going to add to that -3. 1, 2, 3. Notice how the signs are the same. In order for us to cancel each other out, they have to have opposite signs, but they don't. All you have are a bunch of negatives, so you cannot cancel anything out here. What you end up having is -6, because they're all negatives and there are 6 of them. Let's take a look at that to refresh your memory. This one, you notice how it's a +6? Well, on this one, we're going to put 6 positives. I want you to do this with me real quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead, draw 6 of those. Make sure they're positives. Now you're going to add to it 6 negatives. So here, I'm going to put 6 negatives underneath. Notice how they're opposites. They're going to cancel each other out. So this gets crossed out as well as all of them. And you guessed it, you literally subtracted them away. And you ended up with nothing. 0. Again, 0 is neutral. It's neither negative nor positive because there's nothing there. So here you have the same sign and they're both negatives. So you have a -4. Go ahead, draw this with me. You're going to add to it -4. Same situation as before. We can't cross anything out because they're not opposite signs. Notice how when the signs are the same, you're basically going to be adding. They're all negatives. Therefore, your answer will be -8. Exactly what you see there. You see 8 negatives. So the other question is, well, what if you have 2 negatives and you have 2 negatives? What if you have 2 positives? Like 2 plus 3. This, my friends, is what you're accustomed to seeing since you were in kindergarten. They always showed you positives. They never talked about negative numbers in kindergarten because, well, you would have been super confused because that's kind of abstract for a kindergartner to even think about. So they just said 2 plus 3, and as a great kindergartner that you were, you just added them up and you got 5. So the truth is there are also negative numbers that they didn't tell you about. However, if you have 2 positives, it goes back to your kindergarten roots, where all you did was add them up. You can feel a lot of joy in that because basically you're doing very small addition. And today, well, you learned the truth, right? Maybe you already knew it. There are negative numbers out there. You just weren't ever told that when you were 5 years old. And when the signs are the same, you're going to add. And there's going to be a bunch of negatives. You keep the sign the same. Here we'd have a bunch of positives, so we'd have +5. And you notice that when the signs are different, you always subtract.